Good afternoon, class. Thank you. You can sit down. All right, then. In our previous lesson, we looked at a revision exercise, and we did not complete questions 9, 10, and 11. So before we start the new lesson for today, we'll have to correct those 3 questions. All right, I asked you to do the questions, and then I also told you that you will have to explain the question on the board. Lester, come and do question 9. I started the question for you, so it should be easier, the other parts. Question 10, any volunteers? No volunteers? Hekoi? We? How come? What about question 11? Anyone willing to do question 11, which is very easy? Put your hand up if you want to do question 11. Okay, Pondrile will do question 11. Anyone for question 10? What about parts 1 and part 1 and part 2? Anyone willing to do part 1 and part 2, which I think should be easier? I can do 3 and 4. Okay, 1 and 2. Anyone tried 1 and 2? Megan? Okay, question 9. Let's start. Come. Question 10, at least parts 1 and 2, Megan. And question 11, Conrelay. Ten, 1 and 2. Simplify it. Oh, 20 minus 3 is 17, and 20, yeah, which means you can rewrite that as x times 20 minus 3 minus x. Before it's x times 20 minus 2 is 17 minus x. $2,401. Where's my mic?
A rectangle has a perimeter of 98 centimeter. Given that the length of the rectangle is x, so I replace length with x. Write an expression in terms of x for the width of the rectangle. So perimeter equals 2 times x plus 2 times width. Perimeter is 98, so I subtract 2x with 98. I get 98 minus 2x equals 2w. And I divide 2 on both sides. It's 49 minus x equals width. Second question. Given that the length of each diagonal is 41 centimeter, write an equation in x. So the equation equals 49 square equals x square plus 49 minus x square in brackets. To solve the equation for x, I square 41, which is equal to 1,681. Then I square this, I get 2,401 minus 98x plus x squared. Collect the like terms. X squared plus x squared equals 2x minus 98. I subtract 1,681 from 2401 equals 720. I divide all of them by 2. I get x squared minus 49x plus 360, which is equal to x minus 40 in one bracket multiplied by x minus 9. So x equals 40 or x equals 9. And calculate the area of the rectangle. Length equals 40. And the width is equals to 9. So I multiply length times width. So the area equals 40 times 9 equals 360 square centimeter.
Good. Okay. Well done, Lester. Okay, it's just that if you take away 1,681 from 2,401, on the other side you will have 0. Take note of that. If it's not equal to 0, you cannot solve the equation. Okay, well done. Next question, question 10, parts 1 and 2. Or if you can complete the question 2, that will be good. Okay, come.
Question was to find the area of I'm writing an expression for the area of rectangle A. Rectangle will be length times width. The length is 20, and the width, they didn't give it, so we minus 20 x from 20, so we got 20 times x minus 20 minus x inside a bracket. We expanded it will be 400 minus 20x. The area expression for rectangle B was, they gave the length, which is x. The width, they didn't give, so since this side here is equal to this side, so this is x here. 3 plus x, we got it from here, and then we minus that from 20, which is the total length of the whole rectangle. That's how we got 3 plus x. Then expanded it and came up to the area expression is 17x minus x squared.
Okay, thank you, Megan. You all understand how she got 17x minus x squared? Okay. The next question is, write an expression for the total area of the shape. Okay, one area is 400 minus 20x, so the total area is going to be 400 minus 20x plus 17x minus x squared. What's the area of the sector that is given? What are you told? You are told that it is a quarter of a circle. So, excuse me, 1/4 of pi, r is x. So pi x squared is the area of the quarter of the circle. So the total area is 400 minus 20x plus 17x minus x squared plus 1/4 of pi x squared. That's the answer to number 3. Clear? Okay, next question says, what is the area of the shape when x is 10 millimeters? It's very easy. All you have to do is substitute 10. So 400 minus 20 times 10 plus 17 times 10 minus 10 squared plus 1/4 pi times 10 squared, right, which is 400 minus 200, which is 200. 20 times 10 is 200, so I get 200 here. 17 times 10 is 170. 170 minus 100, because that's 10 squared. 170 minus 100 is 70 plus 1/4 of 100 is 25. I get 25 pi. So 200 plus 70 plus 25 pi is equal to 348.5 square millimeters. All right, that's the answer to number 4. It wasn't hard, very simple. The final one says, what is the value of x that will give a total area of 350 square millimeters? Because this is the total area, I will have to replace a by 50 is equal to, I can collect like terms here. I can, 400 is the only number there, so 400 minus 20x plus 17x is negative 3x. Okay, then I have a minus 1x squared here plus 1/4 of pi x squared. And 1/4 of pi, remember, pi is a number. Okay, I can also add that. I'm just going to leave it for the time being as minus x squared plus 1/4 pi x squared. If I subtract 350 on both sides of the equation, I will get 400 take away 350 is 50. Okay, minus 3x. Now for this one, if you find the answer to 1/4 of pi, and then subtract 1 from it, okay, can I get the decimal to 1/4 of pi, please? That's pi on your calculator divided by 4. Huh? 0.75. Okay, that's minus x squared plus 0.79. Okay, and it's x squared. Now you have to subtract 1 because this is minus 1x squared. Subtract 1 from 0.79. What do we get? 0. Okay, I'll just make it 0.2 so that I can only deal with 1 decimal place instead of a number which is to 1 decimal place. What does that look like? A quadratic equation. Can you solve quadratic equations? Yes, just like the question that let's study, question 9. Just because it's a decimal doesn't mean you cannot solve. There are 3 methods of solving quadratic equations. One is factorizing, the next one is what? Completing the square. The third one is using the quadratic formula. You can use the quadratic formula to answer this. But if I want it to be in whole numbers, so I'm going to move everything to the right, and I'm going to multiply by 10 because it's 0.2. So I'm going to get 2x squared minus 30, plus 30x. I'm bringing them to the left-hand side, minus 50 equals 0. 500. I'm multiplying by 10. And if I can divide by 2, I can simplify further. That's x squared plus 15x minus 250 equals 0. Although I cannot factorize, or can I? 2 factors of 250 that will give me 15, what are they? Nothing. 25 and 10. X plus 25 times x minus 10 equals 0. So I get x equals negative 25 or x equals 10. Do I accept both? Why not? Okay, you can never say have a length which is negative. A negative number is imaginary, it's not real. So the answer is 10. It's approximately 10. It could be less because I changed that 0.21 to 0.2, but it's okay. You would have got a number which is a little bit very close to 10. So the answer is x equals 10. It's actually 9.4 or something. But if you want the exact number, don't change this number. Keep it as 0.2. Okay, it can't be 10 because we already found out that when x is 10, there is an area of 348.5. This is an area of 350, which is a number that should be very close to 10. So what you can do, I've estimated, leave this one as it is and use the quadratic formula. This value is going to be A, this is B, and this is going to be C. And you will find that it's about 9.4 or 9.3, around there. Or maybe 9.45. Are you satisfied? Is there anything you want me to explain further? No? If I gave you this question again in a test, would you get 100% for it? I expect 100%. Okay, question 11, pond relay. you have to erase.
When x is 10, it's 345 degrees after 1.5. So when x is 305, when it's 350, it should be more than 10.
No, it's less. Probably more. Try it. It's approximately 10. It could be more, it could be less. I should have said maybe it could be more, it could be less. Try. Use 0.2 or 0.21 for A. See what it gives. It could be less because you will have to substitute to get the actual area. Substitute the value for x and x degrees is 35 degrees. X is 35 degrees. Were you people taught to keep like the centimeter, the units when you are doing the working out in previous years? Like, do you have to say 25 meters times 10 meters, something like that? No. Just that many of you keep writing it down. It's not necessary.
The question reads, the angles of a triangle are x degrees, 2x minus 40 degrees, and 3x minus 70 degrees. Prove that it is an isosceles triangle. So first we add all the angles, then we collect the like terms, then we switch 30 to 180, which becomes 210 equals 6x.
I probably
And
shouldn't have.
x is equals to 35 degrees. So when we substitute 35 into the formula, it becomes x degrees is equal to 35 degrees, 2x plus 40 equals 110 degrees, 3x minus 70 is 35 degrees, and because two of the angles in the triangle are equal, it is an isosceles triangle.
Thank you. Oops. Okay. In our next lesson, I want you to find the exact, I've shown you how to do that already. I want you to find the exact value for x, for number 5, part 5 of question 10. Just so that I know you are going to do that question. Okay? Next thing we are supposed to be looking at, we're starting a new topic, and it's geometry. I didn't prepare a chart on purpose. Now what you are going to do in the, how many minutes that we have left? Maybe 3 minutes. You are going to define the following in groups. you are going to define what a point is, what an angle is, and what is a straight line. What are parallel lines? I know you are going to tell everybody who's watching what these things are. What are perpendicular lines? What else? Okay, those are some of the words that I used in geometry. There will be some more coming as we go along, but for the time being, I'd like you to define these things. Okay, you have 1 minute more to go before I start calling you. You've done this since grade 8, so. No, we are not finished yet. We have 3 minutes to go over this. Okay, what is a point? We'll start from Livingston. Livingston, what is a point? You are going to define it in mathematical terms, not in English or geography or whatever.
A point has a position but no size, although to show it on paper must be given some size, which you normally find on a graph.
Which normally what?
Find on a graph.
Okay. A point doesn't have, like what he says, it has a position, but it has no size. But so long as it's shown like this, it has a bit of size because you can measure that. Okay, good, Livingston, very well done. Kila, what is an angle?
When two lines meet, they form an angle. It's, yeah.
When two lines meet, where? Where do they meet?
Like at a point, when they meet at a point,
Okay, at a point, that's important. When two lines meet at a point,
they form an angle.
they form
An angle.
an angle. The space between the two lines is called an angle, okay? The space formed between two lines that meet at a point. A straight line, what is a straight line? Patrick.
Straight line is a line that runs across.
Across what? You mean like that?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
that's good enough.
equal
You-
to 180 degrees.
180 degrees, you mean that's
Uh,
the angle of a straight line?
yes.
Okay. Good. That's a straight line. Parallel lines. What are parallel lines? Jake.
Two straight lines that never meet.
Two straight lines that never meet are called parallel lines. Perpendicular lines. Natasha.
Two lines intersect or meet at right angles.
Two lines that intersect or meet at right angles. What is intersect, Boromeo? When two lines intersect, what does it mean?
When two lines cross each other.
When two lines cross each other. Very good. Esther, bisect. Esther, when two lines bisect each other, what does it mean? Quick. Daniel, help. When two lines bisect each other, what does it mean? Quick, 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 quick. You mean you don't know what bisect is? In grade 11, you don't know what bisect is?
When one line intersects two parallel.
When one line intersects two parallel lines.
No. Siegfried, your turn, hurry up. When two lines bisect each other, what do I mean? Or what does it mean? Quick. Rita. Okay. Let me give you an example. If I said this line bisects this line, no, it's not just cut. Cut means intersect. Huh? It cuts in half. Bisecting means cutting exactly in half. A point of intersection is equal to or is the same as, George, quickly.
The point that two lines intersect each other.
Okay, a point where two lines intersect each other. Andrew, interior. Andrew, interior. Let's say if I told you there are two interior angles, what am I talking about?
Angles inside a shape.
Okay, angles that are inside a shape. Exterior. Peter.
The angles outside a shape.
Okay, so interior means those that are inside the shape. Exterior means those that are outside. Well done. All right, I have to let you go. We are already out of time. Good afternoon, good afternoon, class. The keyword to the pilot teacher is straight lines. Thank you. You can go.